So this is my new Thunderbay 4 24 terabyte hard drive running RAID 5. Should be really easy to set up, and I've created a little home for it. It's just gonna sit right down in here. You can see my other drives right above it, and I will go get myself an adapter momentarily at the Apple Store, and we'll be up and running this because I am literally out of data once again. Bounce down my set here. In order to get these tall grasses to really take off, I gotta cut them. So, a little ongoing spring project here, never seemed to end. I got a new hard drive in, so I wanted to talk about storage and backup with 4K video and photos and all those things. But also, what do I use when I'm on the go for drives and editing?
Well, I feel life's complicated. I'm not usually around. I see her coming from a mile away. Her soul is strong. I take her to the show and dance with her all night. But when we get back home, you know she'll feel alright.
Getting a little painting in today since I'm kind of caught up with what I have to get done and trying to move this along. It's coming together slowly but surely. I'm definitely happier with it now than I was a few weeks ago. Starting to take shape, it's starting to have characters involved in it, and you know, I always say I let the universe kind of guide me to this point, but then I can see my way to completion.
At the start of the day, the darkness fades to blur the lines on a long highway.
So just a quick jaunt into New Haven and out to pick up the USB-C to Thunderbolt 2 adapter for my Mac Pro and my new hard drive. And now it's back home. I need to start editing and get to editing a new vlog because I need to get it out before this weekend because we're gonna be heading to Hunt's Photographic up in Boston.
Lifelong friends, old friends.
You know, my goal is not to just paint pretty home decor. I know there's a lot of artists, even very successful historical artists, who really paint just that. It's really just shapes and lines and colors, and it's kind of home decorish. But I try to bring out something that humans can feel from or relate to. So generally I build characters within my work as opposed to just shapes and colors.
My friend, you're my friend.
My wife's gonna be giving a program on Friday on portrait photography and how to get the best expressions out of your subjects and how to make them comfortable in front of the camera. Because each time you sit down with it that way, you can then have a moment where you say, I've never quite seen this painting from this perspective anymore, whether you look at it for a week, a month, or 2 years. And then on Saturday, we're teaming up for a program at Hunt's a program called Live Your Dream, Be Your Dream, which is going to be focused on how just seeing everything in front of you as interesting as a photographer and how to make a lifestyle out of creativity.
I know it hasn't been that long. My friend, lifelong friend, old friend. It's the granny. Like a Sasquatch.
These are beautiful.
Yeah, these are really pretty. You know, the camera's just at the center point of everything we do in technology, in marketing, in entrepreneurship. So it's going to be a pretty cool program on kind of how we combine everything as modern artists. New painting. Well, not new, but change of pace. Gotta change up things once in a while. I don't normally do unboxings per se of videos, but today I'm gonna make an exception to the rule and we'll just kind of talk about some different drives that I use along the way as well because it's an opportunity to do so. All right, with any luck, Thunderbolt cable, Thunderbolt adapter, or vice versa. Let's get this hard drive plugged in. Snip, snip. I sure hope this works. And how we're taking advantage of the newest technologies to create our dream, because you know the photography industry's changed and you have to change with it. And so you'll find just different characters throughout your journey with it. And I know that because I even painted it and I still find characters and I still find different things months later that I didn't see the first time around or the first 100 times around. So hopefully this comes up as a Thunder Bay drive. Thunder Bay! Got it. That easy. I mean, that easy. I already had 3 Thunder Bay 4s running RAID 5 with soft RAID from OWC. And so I order the pre-RAID 5 drives because it's just that easy. You plug it in, it's ready to roll. So now I can start editing. And so that's what I enjoy about this type of medium, is it allows me to be very abstract, lead the viewer's attention just enough to leave it to their own imagination so that when they do figure out things that they see or they find, it's as if it was meant for them. Part of that, I think, is embracing that change and making the most of the modern cameras and technology and how it can benefit you by using the skill set that you've spent so many years creating. On the next episode of Artist at Work.
For your taste